Hey everyone, Kim with Stoneshill Homestead, and it has been a busy weekend, but I am finishing up my last canning project for the weekend. I am going to use the whole organic cranberries that I got from Azure Standard. They were in my freezer, and I'm just going to make some cranberry juice, and wanted to take you along with me while I did this. So the first thing you need is your cranberries and of course your clean wash jars. I am going to use about 1 3/4 cup of frozen cranberries in these jars. And one thing I learned about when you do cranberry juice, you have to add sugar of some sort. You can't just do cranberry juice. It'll taste horrible. Unsweetened, it's just not good this way. You have to do a cook method for that to happen, to make it into a juicing method. But this measuring cup is a 2-cup measuring cup, and so I am just not quite filling it up all the way to get my jars full. But you have to add sugar to get it to draw out and break down the cranberries. And I didn't know that before, never tried it before, but I was reading up on it before I started doing this. So I've heard people say that they have tried to do that and it was tasting awful. Well, I didn't want to try something and waste ingredients that tasted awful. So I just made sure I tried to figure it out and found out why the cranberry juice was tasting awful. It requires sugar to pull out the juice, and that's what makes it good. So I am putting, again, cranberries in each of these jars. Then I am going to add a 1/2 cup of my pure cane sugar, organic pure cane sugar from Azure Standard as well. You can add as little as a 1/4 cup, but no less. It says 1/4 to 1/2 cup, so I am going to add a 1/2 cup of my pure cane sugar. So there's that. The next step after this is to add boiling water. So I'm right now currently warming up some boiling water. We'll get that and pour that into here. So now I have boiling water and I'm going to pour this in. It will be a 1/2 inch at space. Hope I have enough boiling water to make this last jar. Off just a little bit. Okay, I am gonna check that height on those real quick, and it is a 1/2 inch. So I have it on my mark here. There we go. Gonna need a little bit more in that one. A little bit more in that one. There we go. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh yeah, that one needs And there we go. Perfect. And now we're going to quickly do a stir here. I'm just going to stir these, make sure those cranberries are down in there. Go, push them back down in. There we go. Okay. Take my towel here and I'm going to wipe each rim of the jars with vinegar. And now I'm going to lid them. There they go. One thing about these is I had these cranberries in the freezer. They were just taking up space. I usually use them, but I want to use them before the next ones come. And I do drink cranberry juice. So finger tight. And then I'm just going to put this in the canner. My lids are in. Now I'm going to pour in my water. Get this turned back on. Okay, so as you can see, I had to switch my water bath. The one that I had was not tall enough. I'm gonna check 2 inches of water over the top because we want it to boil for 25 minutes at a boil, and I want to make sure I got enough water in there to handle that and enough space to handle that. So we're going to bring this to a boil. Then we will water bath for 25 minutes. For quarts, it's absolutely the same for pints. There's no difference on these cranberries in this method. So we're going to do that, and I will be back when this is done. And of course, don't forget to add your vinegar to your water. That keeps the mineral deposits from setting on your jars and keeps them nice and shiny clean. Helps in cleaning your jars after the canning process, and in future use keeps them nice and clear. You don't get that white film on them. And now the timers went off. I'm turning off the heat and letting this come down in temperature. I'm actually going to remove that lid from that and bring it all down to temperature, and then we can remove them and finish up, and everything's looking good on these. And there we have it. We are done with our cranberries. I will remove the rings after 24 hours, check the seals, and we are good to go. So thanks everyone for joining. We appreciate each and every one of you. It has been a long 3 days of canning and preserving for the Three Rivers Every Bit Counts Challenge. And I will give you a rundown on everything I've completed in the description. Thanks everyone. Have a great day, and as always, be blessed and laugh as much as you breathe. And I forgot to tell you that you have to wait 4 to 6 weeks before opening these jars.